Hello, everyone, and a very good afternoon. So, shall we begin our discussion?
Yes.
Uh, so,
Yes.
for today, we need to discuss the best way for us to improve public toilet in Malaysia. So, in my point of view, I think conducting regular supervisions can actually be the best way to improve the public toilets in Malaysia. So, why do I say this? Is because um, when we said about supervisions, it means there will be a person in charge that can maintain the cleanliness of the toilet. So when we actually, because of this, we can actually detect if the toilet is unhygienic or not, and we can prevent uh, the transmission of diseases. Ultimately, can prevent the transmission of diseases too among the public users. So, because when the toilet is being sanitized or disinfected by some disinfections or maybe using cleaning tools, this condition is not ideal for pathogens or viruses to grow and can reduce the transmission of diseases among in the public toilet itself. So, Janisha, do you have any point to add?
For a start, I would like to echo a statement from Malaysia Kini, which is a trusted and reliable online news portal. They have published an article which states only 61% out of around 10,000 public toilets are reported to be in a satisfactory condition. So, what happened to the other 39%? Moreover, our former Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir Mohamad expressed his embarrassment by the dirty and smelly state of public toilets in the country 2 years ago. Therefore, in my opinion, I believe the root problem for this predicament, which is the uncleanliness of the public toilet, is because of the poor civic responsibility of the Malaysian citizens. Therefore, how can we mitigate this issue? A public toilets can be best improved by imposing compound. Imposing compound can improve the cleanliness of the public toilet as Malaysians have to adhere to the rules and regulation implemented by the government authorities. In a similar vein, the municipal council has to enforce such regulations so that Malaysians will not ignore the rules set by the government authorities. Only when compound are imposed, the citizens of Malaysia will then take the act of maintaining the cleanliness of public toilets seriously and not as a trivial matter. Therefore, in a nutshell, the act of imposing compound is deemed effective in terms of improving the environment of the public toilets. Um, Arman, do you have any other opinions?
I agree to your point to some extent. However, I beg to differ. This is because, in my opinion, I see that the best way public toilet can be improved is through education. The reason why I state this statement is because that I see that our public toilets across our country lack of an organized system. So, how can you relate it with education? From what I see, I think that uh, an organized system need to be done and be teach to the community. This matter may seem simple, however, organized system of public toilets will give a significant impact to the community. So, I would say that an organized system is a must for everyone to learn and understand to make sure that the use of public toilets in correct manners uh, is done by everybody. For instance, people wouldn't misuse the devices that are inside the public toilets, and this would then give a good impact to the users. I also think that by having an organized guideline that will be followed by the users, this will improve the quality of public toilets from time to time as the users would use them in a correct manner. So how about you, Husna?
I totally agree with Arman's opinion. when he stated that we should educate people and we should have an organized system in order to achieve or improve our the public toilet in Malaysia. I would like to add another point, which is we can improve the design of the toilet to have uh, to have a good public toilet. When you are applying, for example, when we are applying a minimalist design, it will be eye pleasing for the users of the toilet, and it will also give an effect of calmness to the users of the toilet. For example, when we are using the combination of white elements in the toilet, the toilet will be more. We will see the toilet more spacious, and it will also it will we will see the toilet will be more spacious. Other than that, we can also add more facilities in the toilet to improve the design of the toilet. For example, we can add a ventilation system. When we add the ventilation system, we can have a better aeration in the toilet, and it will also we can also get rid of the smelly odor in the toilet. So what do you guys opinion about my point?
For me, I actually agree with Husna's point about adding facilities such as ventilation system for aeration. But I have to stand with my point that regular supervision is still the best way for Malaysia to improve our public toilets. So when we state about facilities, of course there will be a person in charge that actually do a monthly checkup that actually does a monthly checkup to the toilet. So with this, actually we can preserve the ideal condition of facilities in the toilet itself, such as the toilet itself, the toilet bowl, the sinks, or even the flooring. We don't want any dirt, germs, or something that looks dirty in our public toilet. And when supervisions can actually be conducted regularly, we can the person in charge can actually detect if there is any early signs of damages to the facilities, which then can result in more efficient increase the efficiency of replacing or repairing the facilities for overall users. And we all know that people tend to use toilets that are more clean, more user friendly rather than toilet that are dirty or even have bad facilities and bad damages in the toilet itself. So anyone would like to agree or maybe disagree?
Well, Auni, to your point on conducting regular supervision, I believe it would be effective for only a certain period of time, because only for a certain period of time there will be the presence of a supervisor or period or person in charge to oversee the condition of the toilet, the public toilet. But for a long run, it wouldn't be effective. Therefore, I stand firmly on my decision, in which public toilets can be best improved by imposing compound. Because in a long run, even without the supervision of any government authority or any person, any individual, you can still maintain the cleanliness of the public toilet, because people would be afraid to dirty the toilet, or make the toilet unconducive for other people to use it, because there will be compounds being imposed towards the act of doing so. Therefore, I believe still the act of imposing compound is way more effective than many other ways in terms of improving the environment of the public toilet. Anybody else have other suggestions?
Janisha, now that you have explained it like that, I think best way. I think imposing compound can be the best way to maintain the public toilet environment. So Arman, do you would like to add anything?
As for me, I actually stand with Auni's point, which is about conducting regular supervisions, because I think that this could make it easier for us to ensure the maintenance of the toilets in a long term. Uh, Not just that, I also think that by conducting regular supervisions, the cost of maintenance would be reduced, not slightly but drastically, to the extent that it is easier for us and everybody to enjoy the conducive state of the public toilets. So how about you, Husna?
Yes, I agree with Auni's and Arman opinion that we should have a regular supervision to maintain the cleanliness of the toilet.
So with this, I think we can conclude that some of us agree that conducting regular supervisions is the best way, while a minority agree that imposing compound is the best way for public toilets in Malaysia can be improved. Thank you for lending the support in this discussion. I hope you guys have a nice day. So thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank
everyone.
you.